Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Lil Smurdy. So in this video, we're gonna talk about whether or not if Zul Farrak is actually a good gold farm and if it's worth doing. So after doing around 100 to 150-ish runs, I would say it is definitely a good gold farm. But it comes with some strings. So I've done a lot of runs as I said, and I figured that if you don't have enchanting, or disenchanting is what we're after, it's really not as good of a gold farm as you might think it is. It's still an RNG gold farm, so it can still be really good, even if you don't have enchanting. Enchanting makes it more like a stable income, so you're basically guaranteed gold as long as you get greens. On all the runs I've done, I've never had a run without a single green. So the minimum of greens that I've had is 2 greens per run. And that's the absolute minimum. As max, I've gotten around 6 to like 8 greens. Of course, that's RNG, and you're not always going to be this lucky. I also do have the Blade of Eternal Darkness dagger from Princess in Maradon, which makes this farm and all the farms a lot easier. You can still do it without the Blade of Eternal Darkness, of course, but considering I have it, runs goes a lot quicker, more efficient, more easier, and you don't have to use a mana gem or a mana pot or even evocation. You don't really waste any gold as you would normally if you would have to use all of those stuff. When I do the graveyards, I'm not doing the scarabs. You could do them if you have a efficient way of doing it. Feel free to do it. I'm just not doing it. I don't feel like it's worth the time. But they do have some good loot table as well. So if you can do them quick, you should do that. What we've gotten from all the runs, or basically where all the money is gonna come from, is mainly the greens we're getting. So with enchanting, disenchanting, you're gonna disenchant all the greens you get. Sometimes if you get like weapons worth 2 or 3 gold, it kinda isn't worth disenchanting it, because if you're unlucky, you're usually gonna get like 4 to 5 dream dust, and one dream dust sells for around 15-20 silver, which means that you're gonna max around 75 silver. So if you get a item worth more than 75 silver, you could risk it to basically just sell it like this, sell it raw. But I just YOLO it and disenchant everything, because you can get the Dream Dust, you can get Sir Eternal Essence, you can get Greater Nether Essence. So that is what you're after when you're disenchanting. But getting, let's say, 4 to 5 Dream Dust from just like a random green that are worth around 50-ish silver is definitely a good profit, depending on the prices of your server, of course. Besides the greens that we are disenchanting, what you want most as well is, of course, blues and epics. In all the runs I've done, I've gotten 2 epics, and that is weirdly enough 2 underworld band. I do get one in this video. And I've gotten maybe 5 or 6 blues. As I said, like, even if you don't get the blues or the epics, it's still a really good gold farm. You're also gonna get a lot of gold from selling mage wave cloth, silk cloth, and stuff like that. You could use it, make it into bags or other cloth items if you have tailoring, for example. But all of that, of course, depends on the prices on your server. So before you do any farm, I would say any farm in the game, you should check the prices and basically go do a farm for whatever is most expensive and things that sell on the auction house on your server to maximize the farm. Besides the greens, the blues, the epics, the cloths, and everything, you can also get some of the Darkman cards. And the Darkman cards always varies in price, of course, but most of them that drop from Zul Farrak, I would say, are quite expensive. So that's also a different item that you can get that you can make a lot of gold from. Regarding gray items, I have a setup plan in my mind when I do this run. So If I get a gray item less than like 50 silver or 75 silver, I'm gonna delete it because it's not worth having it in your inventory. So per run, I average 2 to 3 greens, around 1 stack of mage with cloth, 1 stack of silk cloth, from 1 to like 4 or 5 gray items. If I count low, depending on the gray items and everything that you get per run, I would say you get around 10-15 gold per run. Then it's also like it's a solid, stable gold farm to do, and it's quite fun if you have the Blade of Eternal Darkness dagger as well, because it's just so satisfying to use it. And then of course, if you there's always the chance that you're gonna get a blue item that's worth from 10 to 50 gold, getting an epic that could be worth everything from 50 to 1k. I would definitely say that Zul Farrak is a good gold farm. As I said, you do need enchanting. Getting the Blade of Eternal Darkness dagger makes it a lot easier. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you like it. I hope it was informative for you. If you have any further questions, as always, feel free to leave a comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, or if you just have any ideas of what you want to see, feel free to leave a comment on that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.